This is a video for S1 and S2 looking at how to set up Logic for composition projects. So first thing I'll need to do is go down to your dock and identify the grey rocket ship icon here. This is your launchpad. When you click on the launchpad, it'll open up all your different programs and you'll be able to use the mouse to swipe between different screens. Logic Pro X is this black icon here with the silver disc, the silver record in the middle. So when you click on that, it'll either open up a nice new window, or in my case, it's just gone blank. Now, Logic Pro X is still open. It says it in the top left hand there, so it's still running the program, but all I need to do now is go File, New. That'll open up a blank project, an empty window like this. So you can see that I've got some options at the top. I'm going to stick with audio for now, and that's absolutely fine. I'm going to click Create. My audio track has been put in there, and you can see that that's picking up my voice now. So the level of green is the amount of signal that I've got. For composition, you'll want to go over to loops here on the left hand side. So this little loop the loop logo gives you access to a whole variety of different sounds that you can then drag into your project. So it might take a few seconds to load. There we go, there's mine. So I can scroll all the way through those, or I can use some of the filters at the top to try and search for different ones. So for example, I can choose different genres or different sounds and textures. I can choose particular instruments over here. There's even a sound effects button which gives me some interesting sounds. For this project that I'm doing at the moment, I'm going to click on orchestral, and that's going to give me all my different orchestral sounds. So to sample it, just to have a listen, I can click on it, click on it again to make it quiet, and then if I find something I like, I can just grab it and then drag it and drop it into the center. This is asking me if I want to import tempo information, which I don't. So I'm going to leave it my existing tempo. So there we go. I've got my little audio region in there, and I can click the space bar and that will let me listen to it. If I want to make it longer, if I go to the top right hand corner of the region, you can see that my little mouse has changed to a loop the loop kind of icon. I can drag that to the right hand side and that will let me make it as long or as short as I like. To show you an example of a project that I've already done, let me just close this one, so don't save. A project that we have already done, where would that be saved? This one. So this is an example of just using the exact same thing. I found a bunch of different loops that all sound quite nice together. You can see that they've all got the same first name, so we've got Courier Brass, Courier Flute. If I'm looking for a particular sounds, sometimes Logic will do them in batches, so all the Courier sounds go quite nicely together. I can use the search function up here to make that a little bit simpler as well, so I can just search Courier and that'll give me all the sounds that go quite nicely together. And once I've worked out what my sounds are, I can start to arrange them in a little bit of a piece. So you can hear from this one that I've started off with some timpani, some big drums. I've got some strings going on as well. Some brass comes in a little bit later, but then stops. At this point here, I've got the flute and the high strings that join the mid strings and the low strings. Then the timpani stops here. I've got just strings on their own here, and then the brass, the flute, everything is all in at the end. If you're listening carefully, you might have even heard the bell go for lunch there. And the last thing I need to tell you is up here. So this button here allows me to change this display at the top. So if I click on that, you can see I've got beats and project, beats and time, beats on its own, time on its own, or custom. So time is what I'm going to choose for this project, and all that means is that my playhead, which is here, I can drag that back and forth And if I put it right to the end of my music, I can see from this that I've got 51 seconds of music. So from 0 there all the way to 51 seconds at the end. Just bear in mind that that always starts at 1, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you're 1 hour into your piece.